চরণ যুগল মনরে আসামু করি আইতি রখিছি অতি যতনরে বেনি নয়নর বারি হে ঠাকুর বেনি নয়নর বারি হে ঠাকুর পাশরু নহুয়া দূর আজি শুভ দিনে শুভ লগনরে আজি শুভ দিনে শুভ লগনরে এতিকি করুণা কর হে ঠাকুর এতিকি করুণা কর হে ঠাকুর পাশরু নহুয়া দূর পাশরু নহুয়া দূর প্রীতি চন্দনমু ঘোরি রখিয়াছি শ্রীঅঙ্গে লেপিবা পাই প্রীতি চন্দনমু ঘোরি রখিয়াছি শ্রীঅঙ্গে লেপিবা পাই আহুরি রখিছি মন ফুল মোরা আহুরি রখিছি মন ফুল মোরা গুন্থাহার কুশ যাই হে দেবতা গুন্থাহার কুশ যাই হে দেবতা নিবেদুছি মন কথা নিবেদুছি মন কথা হৃদয় আসনে আসিব সমুহি হৃদয় আসনে আসিব সমুহি পুজিবিনু আই মথা হে দেবতা পুজিবিনু আই মথা হে দেবতা নিবেদুছি মন কথা এ মনর চির পিয়াস মোহর এ মনর চির পিয়াস মোহর হর দেই কৃপাবারি হর দেই কৃপাবারি তিনি জগতর পুরাইব তিনি জগতর পুরাইব আনকিয়ে তুম সরিষে ঠাকুর আনকিয়ে তুম সরি হে ঠাকুর মিনতি মোঘে না কর মিনতি মোঘে না কর যেতে অপরাধ ক্ষমা করিছি রে যেতে অপরাধ মিনতি মোঘেনা কর, মিনতি মোঘেনা কর। জয়। ধরে বংশী বজাও কন্হাই রে, ধরে মুরলি দিও তুবাই, ধরে বংশী বজাও কন্হাই রে, ধরে মুরলি দিও তুবাই। তো মধু মুরলি কনা শুনি মন মোহন, তো মধু মুরলি কনা শুনি মন মোহন। ଆଉ ଗୋଠ ଯିବା ମନ ନାହିଁ ରେ, ଥରେ ମୁରଲି ଦିଅ ତୁବାଇ। ଆଉ ଗୋଠ ଯିବା ମନ ନାହିଁ ରେ, ଥରେ ମୁରଲି ଦିଅ ତୁବାଇ। ଥରେ ବଂଶୀ ବଜାଅ କହ୍ନାଇ ରେ, ଥରେ ମୁରଲି ଦିଅ ତୁବାଇ। ଦେଖ ଧେନୁ ବତ୍ତା ଯେତେ ଅନାଇଛନ୍ତି ଚକିତେ, ଦେଖ ଧେନୁ ବତ୍ତା ଯେତେ ଅନାଇଛନ୍ତି ଚକିତେ। ଗୋପର ବାଳକ କୁଳ ତରବେ ହେଲେଣି ଠୁଳ, ଗୋପର ବାଳକ କୁଳ ତରବେ ହେଲେଣି ଠୁଳ। ରହିଛନ୍ତି ତତେ
ବନ୍ଧନ ମୋଚନ ପୂଜ୍ୟବର ଗୁଣହୀନ ଶେଷ ଗୁଣାଧିପତି। ଭାବଭୀରୁଜନେ ସତ ତମ୍ବରଦଂ ପ୍ರಣମାମି ଗୁରୁଂ ଶିବକଳ୍ପତରୁଂ ପ୍ರಣମାମି গুরুং শিবকল্পতরুং। জয় গুরু। জয়।
ভকতি পথিরে তোর বন্ধ, ভকতি পথিরে তোর বন্ধ মোর, প্রণতি খুশি প্রণতি খুশি নাহি নন্দন বনর Mire muhi asiti priya go adi motha thori asiti priya go adi motha thori diya pora tuma charana karasa diya pora tuma charana karasa no pari tuma no pari tuma Devulo duare asiti ajimu Devulo duare asiti ajimu Duniye hilo nahi nandana pararasuna nahi nandana nahi nandana Nadile nadiya sarana parasa Nadile nadiya sarana parasa Kalankala jiva eva pajasa Kalankala jiva eva pajasa Dure ke na priya ba Duru ke na priya ba Dana debe Duru ke na priya ba Dana debe Mana murasana Mana murasana Kona fulatiye ani thive bibi Kona fulatiye ani thive bibi Thora ki pari Thora ki pari nahi nandana nahi nandana nahi nandana Bhakati pati re sara banga mora Bhakati pati re sara banga mora Pranati sikhuti Pranati sikhuti nahi nandana nahi nandana nahi nandana
Jai Guru. God's agony. It is, however, one side of dependence. There is also another aspect of dependence. You have probably known about great devotees, Rupa and Sanatan. Once Rupa Goswami, on the bank of the river Brahmaputra, was totally absorbed in the meditation of Sri Krishna. He had forgotten about his thirst and hunger. The Lord was agonized by the fasting devotee. He, in the guise of a cowherd boy, provided him food. The elder brother, Sanatan Goswami, heard it and expressed immediately his resentment over it, and said, "O Rupa, why do you cause so much pain to the Lord? He has given you the necessary strength and limbs to collect food. Instead of using these, It is not good for a devotee to create anxiety in God for trivial things like food. By any means, one has to follow either of the ways. Your recourse to Rava will emancipate you from the torments of spiritual poverty. Depend on him and become fearless. God gives his devout devotees diseases and sorrows chiefly because he, before taking someone to his lap, wipes out first all impurities and dusts deposited on him. For this reason, staunch devotees suffer from diseases and illness. On getting heat, all vices and sins, etc., other dirts, are burnt into ashes. Thus, the mind is purified. Whatever is happening is accomplished by the will of God. The desire of the saint is linked with the desire of God. Those who have separate desire belong to ordinary class. Therefore, don't be troubled by happenings taking place by God's desire. Keep depending on God. There occurs no deviation in God's beneficial will, in spite of the contrary call of the people of the entire world. Jai Krishna.
Date 1st December 2019, Sunday. Time 7:15 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. Eastern Time Pacific. 9:45 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. Eastern Time presentation. Karya IC Anjalima and Sangitama. Adivasa Puja 30th November 2019. Adivasa Puja was held in the at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Then Ma and wife linked to the administrative.
माँ କିଛି ଶୁଣା ଯାଉନି ଜୟଗୁରୁ ମା ଟିକେ ପାଖକୁ ମାଇକ୍ ପାଖକୁ ଆସିକି କୁହନ୍ତୁ ଜୟଗୁରୁ
7:15 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. The morning session of the puja started at 7:15 a.m. with the singing of Pratiksha song Kahara Adara Bola Dako Subilare and Futa Pula Muje, respectively by Anjalima and Pujama. During this time, all other bhais and mas joined puja session at NMS as well as via ANSWER teleconference. At 7:30 a.m., Sanujit Bhai offered Arati to Sri Sri Thakura. After Arati, Smitabai Ma sang Bandana and Stotra Bandana along with other Bhais and Mas. Vishwajit Bhai led a reading of Parichaya Patra, Samilani Prarthana and Ashana Mandira Nitya Puja Prarthana. Then Chetama read Sangha Sevaka 9th series part 3, Bandana Prarthana, Prarthana Karinka Prati. We read that we should learn self-control and try to tame our anger, jealousy and other worldly desires. Then Sasmita Ma read verse 80 from Sri Sri Guru Gita. Following that, Sangita Ma invited Sri Sri Thakura for the Balya Bhoga and all Bhais, Mas and young aspirants for Balya Prasad and to attend the second session of Sangha Puja. The first session of Puja was concluded with Jai Guru Mahanama. After the first session, Bhoga was offered to Sri Sri Thakura, Bhais, Mas and young aspirants had Balya Prasad. First session, second session, 9:45 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. The second session of the puja started at 9:45 a.m. with the singing of Abahana song. Arpitama and Smita Raima sang Asare Asa Pranati Deva and Asahe Asa Parana Isa respectively. The curtain of Natamandira was opened after the singing of Bhavabandhana Mochana by all devotees. Rasmi Chaudhary Ma then sang the Bandhana, Koti Kamajana Thaniki. After this, Vanalatama read Parichaya Patra, followed by Miluma, who sang Visupati Pranama. Padmama then read chapter To Learn Dependence from Nigama Upadesha. From this chapter, we learn not to lose faith in any diverse situations and trust that Sri Sri Thakura has taken her responsibility. Only if we could learn to trust and have faith on Thakurji Maharaj, we do not need to do anything else. Then Smita Baima read the minute of the last Sangha Puja. Usama read a chithi to Mass. Then Sukanya Ma sang Prarthana Sangita. Akhi Bijigala Luhare Luhare. Pallavi Ma read Sansara Pathe Part 1. This was followed by the question answer session. The young aspirant session started with the Prarthana song Paramanandanku Paibu Jebere, sung by Saraswati. Then Vedavati Ma took the attendance of the young aspirants and led the discussion for the YA session. After the young aspirant discussion, Aishi, Anjalima, and Sangitama shared their feelings towards Sri Sri Thakura through Bhava Seva. Then Anjalima invited Thakurji Maharaj for Madhyan Bhoga and evening puja. Then Adyasha and Nihar Bhai invited Sri Sri Thakura, Ma Bhai and young aspirants to the next Sangha Puja to be held on December 8, 2019. After that, Anjali Ma prayed for forgiveness for any mistake in Seva during the puja. The session was concluded with Vidya Prarthana Jayamaya Sri Charani, sang by Sibani Mantima, followed by Jai Guru Namakirtana and Pranama, after which asana was closed. Vishwajit Bhai took attendance of all Bhais and Mas present during the puja. Then Bhoga was offered to Sri Sri Thakura, followed by Prasad Sebana by all Bhais, Mas and young aspirants. Sri Sri Thakura Charanasrita, IC, Anjalima and Sangitama. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Premika Guru. Eligibility for devotion. Those who have developed love for divinity due to sanskaras born from the company of saints and do not become overmuch attached or unattached to any action are indeed eligible for devotion. Jadukshaya mat kathado jata shraddhasthuja puman na nirbirno nati sakto bhakti yogasya siddhira. Srimad Bhagavata 11/20/8 means those who have love for the divine due to their good fortune and have vairagya or detachment or unattachment to every action are entitled to siddhi or perfection in bhakti yoga. He who has not acquired real vairagya or true jnana, nor has deep attachment for mundane affairs, but has developed light eagerness for divine matters, is eligible for bhakti yoga. As affirmed by Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 4 categories of people: Artha, Tattva Jigyasu, Arthakami, and Jnani are eligible for devotion. Chaturbhidha bhajante mang janaha Smruti no Arjuna. Artha Jigyasur-artharthi Jnani cha Bharata-Sapa. Esan Jnani Nitya-Jukta Eka Bhaktir Visichyate Kriyo hi Jnanino Satyarthamaham Sacha Mama Priha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita 7/16 and 17. The virtuous people sing the glory of Bhagavan, but they are classified into 4 categories according to difference in virtues accomplished previously. They are Artha, Jigyasu, Arthathi, and Jnani. Among those four categories of devotees, Jnanis are supreme because they always remain attached to Bhagavan and anchor unshakable devotion in him. Having realized that Bhagavan only is the quintessence in the insubstantial world. That is why Bhagavan is extremely dear to Jnanis, and Jnanis are also dearer to Bhagavan. However, all these devotees are very broad-minded, but Bhagavan specially treats Jnanis as his own self because they take refuge in him, considering Bhagavan as their supreme goal and hope nothing but Bhagavan. After several births, a Jnani visualizes his own self in all things moving and unmoving in the entire universe, and because of this visualization of his own self, everywhere he worships God alone. Hence, such devotees are extremely rare, but those whose knowledge has disappeared because of withdrawal from materialistic ambition worship Bhagavan or his divine power for the fulfillment of their desire. Nevertheless, from among them, those who get the grace of God or of his devotee become eligible for attainment of Shuddha Bhakti or pure devotion. As a result of their materialistic ambition getting waned. Bhukti mukti spruha javat isachi hudi vartate tavat bhakti sukhasyatra pratham abhyudayos bhave. Bhakti rasamrita sindhu. Those who aspire for joys of devotion have to absolutely relinquish the hope for mundane happiness. How can joys of devotion occupy the heart which is preoccupied by the demon of desire for enjoyment and liberation? Therefore, while practicing Gunamayi Sakama Bhakti or devotion with desire and attribute, one cannot attain Shuddha Bhakti or pure devotion. So, as long as one does not develop Vairagya for enjoyment in this life as well as life after death, the most matured stage, Nirguna Bhakti, is transformed into Prema Bhakti. Therefore, Sadhana Bhakti, practiced through Bhava and Prema, is termed Bhakti in true sense. Basing on eligibility for aforesaid devotion, there are three types of devotees: Uttama or superior, Madhyama means medium, and Kanishtha or junior. Shastra Yukto cha Nipunaha Sarvatha Dhruva Praudha Shraddhodhikaritaha Savakta Uttamamataha Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Those who are thoroughly proficient in the scripture as well as in the spiritual reasoning, and those whose faith has been strengthened and love condensed with strong conviction to Tattva Vichara, Sadhana Vichara, and Purushartha Vichara, that God is one and only subject of love and worship are indeed called Uttama Adhikari in Bhakti. The devotees of middle order are Vidaha Shastradvinisha Nipunaha Shraddhavan Satu Madhyama Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. He who lacks proficiency in the scriptural knowledge, that is, who is unable to defend the scriptural reasoning in the face of strong opposition, but reposes firm and absolute faith in mind for God he worships, is called Madhyamadhikari in Bhakti. The devotee of junior category is portrayed thus: जो भवेत् कोमलोत्सरसः स कनिष्ठो निगद्यते भक्तिर सामृत सिंधु. He who lacks proficiency in the scriptural knowledge as well as in the scriptural reasoning, but possesses very tender shraddha for God, which can be broken by the scriptural reasoning and arguments, is treated as Kanishta Adhikari in Bhakti. The devotees belonging to medium and junior categories ascend to the superior category in the matured stage of sadhana. The attainment of Prema Bhakti must be the ultimate objective of every devotee. The world enjoyment and spiritual liberation are not the purpose of life. As a matter of fact, those whose mind is replete with joy of serving the lotus feet of God have no desire for salvation. However, fourfold salvation, Salokya, Saraswati, Sampya, and Samipya and Sarupya, is not opposed to devotion. In this state, same people experience the arousal of divine feeling. Moreover, there are two stages of salvation like Salokya Mukti, etc. In the first stage, one primarily desires for divine happiness, and in the second stage, there is sole desire for serving God with divine love. Therefore, devotee, desirous of seva, treat the first stage unconducive. But those who have experienced the ecstasis of Prema Bhakti even once, and those who are singularly devoted to the divine, never accept fivefold salvation like Salokya, etc. Hence, from among devotees, enjoying only Prema Madhurya, sweet love, those whose mind is attached to the lotus feet of embodiment of Satchidananda are indeed the best of the singularly devoted bhaktas. Because only those who are free from desire for the worldly enjoyment as well as spiritual liberation and are deeply inclined towards God are eligible for Visuddha Bhakti. Ajna evam gunan dosan mayadishtanati shokan dharman santajya jaha sarvan man bhajet sattam sauttam. Srimad Bhagavata 11/1132. Those who unrelinquishing do's and do nots of varnashrama dharma worship God, considering usefulness of virtues like compassion and neglecting flaws like mercilessness, belong to Uttama or senior category of saints. Lord Sri Krishna advised Arjuna, you forsake all the varnashrama dharma and surrender only unto me. I shall liberate you from all vices due to abstinence from obligatory actions. You need not grieve over it. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja aham tvang sarva papabhyo mukhyaisyami ma sucha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita 18/66. Hence, a devotee who, being free from the desire for the worldly enjoyment as well as spiritual liberation, relishes only the service of God with love, belongs to Uttama category. All are entitled to bhakti, although one practicing Visuddha Bhakti is the Uttama Adhikari, that is a sadhaka having superior eligibility. However, there is difference in results depending on variance of desire and eligibility. Bhakti is the natural property of each and every jiva. Therefore, one should practice some type of devotion as awakened in him. Nevertheless, all will feel accomplished by attaining Nirguna Bhakti in the matured stage of devotion. Bhakti is chiefly two types, Vaidhi Bhakti and Raga.
भाई ये रखु ये गोटे पाराग्राफ सर टॉपिक नेक्स्ट थर आरंभ करवा will be better. Goes on to define bhakti and Raganga bhakti. So what I am going to do, आज जहाँ पढ़ाला ता विषय little bit of a discussion करवा. So I'll take it to about 7:40 or so. तापरे संगीत तापरे बोलपड़ा, but then we can come back to general questions. This is the Prem person. किसी दिन हरानी कोलते उड़िया रे discussion कोलते, so उड़िया English gets mixed up with people here. But anyway, आज ये topic होती भक्ति रे अधिक है. ठाकुर प्रथम लाइन रे डिफाइन कले जे जदि भगवत आराधना रे श्रद्धा जात होता है. Before I say that, I took some notes. देहटा बोल नथिला, so I was not able to make a fair note, but I wrote it down in a little notebook and took a picture and sent it to our WhatsApp group. Apparently, WhatsApp group member achanti, you can actually read it while I'm discussing, because I'm going to stay very true to the notes I have taken. Notes are mostly copies from some points from Premguru. So, आधे ठाकुर कहते जदि जार भगवत आराधना श्रद्धा जात होता है आउ तांकर कर्म रे बेसी आसक्ति व विरक्ति न थाए. They are not very attached to it. They are not completely detached from it. ସେମାନେ ହେଲେ ଭକ୍ତି ବିଷୟ ଅଧିକ. ଏଟା କେମିତି ହୁଏ ନା ମହତ ସଂଘରୁ ସଂସ୍କାର ଦ୍ୱାରା ହେଇଥାଏ. ଅଧିକାଂଶ ସମୟରେ ମହତ ସଂଘ ମାନେ କିଏ ଜଣେ ସାଧୁଙ୍କ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ କିଛି ଦିନ ମିଶିଗଲେ, ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଆସି କିଛି ଦିନ ବସି ପଡ଼ିଲେ. ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ଆମର ସବୁ ଭଲ ଭଲ ଶିଷ୍ୟ ମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଯୋଉମାନେ ଏଇ ପନ୍ଥାରେ ବହୁତ ଦିନ ହେଲାଣି ତାଙ୍କର ଲାଇଫ ଟାକୁ ନେଲେଣି, ତାଙ୍କ ସଂସ୍ପର୍ଶରେ ଆସିଲେ, କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା ହେଲେ. ଆପଣ କଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ମୁଁ ଏମିତି ଦିନ ସାରା ଏଇ କାମ କରୁଛି, ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ କଥା ଏମିତି ଚିନ୍ତା କରୁଛି, ହେଉଛି କାହିଁକି କରୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ଏଇଥିପାଇଁ କରୁଛି, ମନ ଶାନ୍ତି ଲାଗୁଛି କି ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ସହିତ କନେକ୍ସନ ହେଲା ଭଳିଆ ଲାଗୁଛି. ସେ ଯୋଉ ଡିସ୍କସନ ଭ୍ୟୁଜ ଏକ୍ସଚେଞ୍ଜ ଆମର ହଉଛି, ତା ଦ୍ୱାରା ଗୋଟେ ସଂସ୍କାର ହେଇଯାଏ. ସେ ସଂସ୍କାର ଦ୍ୱାରା ଆମର ଭଗବତ ଆରାଧନା ପ୍ରତି ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧା ଜାତ ହୁଏ. ଯଦି ଭଗବତ ଆରାଧନା ପ୍ରତି ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧା ହେଇଗଲା ତାହେଲେ ଆମେ ଭକ୍ତି ବିଷୟରେ ଅଧିକା. ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ ଦ କ୍ଲିନ୍ ଡେଫିନେସନ ଠାକୁର ଦେଲେ. ତେଣୁ ସେଇ ହିସାବରେ ଦେଖିଲେ ବହୁତ କମ ଲୋକ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଭକ୍ତି ବିଷୟରେ ଅଧିକାରୀ ନୁହନ୍ତି, ପ୍ରାୟ ସମସ୍ତେ ଭକ୍ତି ବିଷୟରେ ଅଧିକାରୀ. କିନ୍ତୁ ତାପରେ ସେ ତାକୁ ଡିଫାଇନ କଲେ ଯେ ଭକ୍ତିର ଅଧିକାରୀ କୋଉମାନେ, ତାଙ୍କୁ ଚାରି ପ୍ରକାର ବିଭକ୍ତ, ନାଇଁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଡିଫାଇନ କରିଛନ୍ତି ଯୋଉମାନଙ୍କ ଜ୍ଞାନ ଉଦୟ ହେଇନି କିନ୍ତୁ ଭଗବତ ପ୍ରସଙ୍ଗରେ ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧା ଜାତ ହଉଛି. ସେମିତି ମାନେ ଆମେ ସବୁ କିଛି ଆମର ପ୍ରକୃତ ଯୋଉ ଜ୍ଞାନଟା ହବା କଥା ଆମ ଭିତରେ ନାହିଁ, ଆମେ ରିଏଲି ଜାଣିନି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମର ଭଗବତ ପ୍ରସଙ୍ଗରେ ଟିକେ ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧା ଜାତ ହେଇଛି. ଟିକେ ବସି ପାରୁଛେ, ଆଉ ଏଇ ସମୟରେ ଆମେ ଆଉ କିଛି ବି କରିପାରିଥାନ୍ତେ. ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପ୍ରକାର ଆଦନୀୟ ଅଛି ଆମର ଇଏ ପାଇଁ. We didn't take those avenues. We decided to sit here and listen to Premguru. So that shows that we all have the eligibility to progress in this path. ତେଣୁ ଗୀତାରେ ଗୋଟେ ଶ୍ଲୋକ ସେଠି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି, ଯୋଡ଼ିଏ ଶ୍ଲୋକ, ଯେ ସେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଭକ୍ତି ବିଷୟରେ ଅଧିକାରୀ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଚାରିଟା ଭାଗରେ କାଟାଗୋରାଇଜ କରିଛନ୍ତି. ଭଗବାନ କାଟାଗୋରାଇଜ କରିଛନ୍ତି. ଠାକୁର ସେଟାକୁ କୋଟ କଲେ. କଣ ହେଲା? ଆର୍ତ, ଜିଜ୍ଞାସୁ, ଅର୍ଥାର୍ଥୀ ଆଉ ଜ୍ଞାନ. ଏଇ ଚାରି ପ୍ରକାର ଭକ୍ତମାନଙ୍କୁ ଡିଭାଇଡ କରାଯାଏ. ଆର୍ତ ଯୋଉମାନଙ୍କର କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ବିପଦ ପଡିଛି, ସେ ବିପଦରୁ ଉଦ୍ଧାର ପାଇଁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଡାକୁଛନ୍ତି. ତାର ଉଦାହରଣ ହେଲେ ଗଜ. ଗଜ ଯାଇଥିଲା ପାଣି ପିଇବା ପାଇଁ, ଗାଧେଇବା ପାଇଁ, ସେ ପଙ୍କରେ ପଶିଗଲା. ପଙ୍କରେ ପଶିକି ତା ଗୋଡଟା ଲାଗିଗଲା. ସେଠୁ କୁମ୍ଭୀର ଗୋଟେ ଆସିକି ତା ଗୋଡକୁ ମାରି ବସିଲା. ଗଜର ବଳ ବହୁତ କୁମ୍ଭୀର ଅପେକ୍ଷା. ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛି ଟାଣିକି ବାହାରିବା ପାଇଁ, ବାହାରି ପାରୁନି. କାହିଁକି ନା ପଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଆର ଗୋଡ ଗୁଡା ପଶି ଯାଇଛି, ସେ ତାକୁ ପାଉନି, ତାର ଟ୍ରାକ୍ସନ ନାହିଁ. ଏପଟେ ସେ କୁମ୍ଭୀରଟା, ଛୋଟ ଜୀବଟା, ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛି ତାକୁ ଟାଣିକି ଭିତରକୁ ନେଇଯିବ, ଯାହାଫଳରେ କିଏ ପଡିକି ମରିଯିବ, ସେ ତାକୁ ଖାଇବ. ସେ ବି କରିପାରୁନି, କାହିଁକି ନା ଆର ବଳ ଅଛି, ଗଜ କମ ବଳବାନ ନୁହଁ. ସେଇ ସମୟରେ ଗଜ କଣ କଲା, ଡାକିଲା ଭଗବାନଙ୍କୁ, ଭଗବାନ ଆସିକି ଉଦ୍ଧାର କର. ଭଗବାନ ଯାଇକି ତାକୁ ସୁଦର୍ଶନ ଚକ୍ରରେ ସେ ନକ୍ର ମାରି ଉଦ୍ଧାର କଲେ ବୋଲି ଆମର ଗୀତରେ ସବୁ ଅଛି. ନକ୍ର ହେଲା କୁମ୍ଭୀର, କୁମ୍ଭୀର ଉଦ୍ଧାର କଲେ. ସେ ହେଲା ଆର୍ଥ. ଜିଜ୍ଞାସୁ ଯୋଉମାନଙ୍କର ଫର୍ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ଏଭର୍ ରିଜନ୍ ସଂସ୍କାର ଅଛି କିମ୍ବା କୌଣସି ପ୍ରକାର ବାଧାରେ ପହଞ୍ଚି ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି, ତାଙ୍କ ମନରେ ଆସିଛି ଇନକ୍ୟୁଜିଟିଭନେସ୍, କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି ଗୁରୁଙ୍କୁ କିମ୍ବା ଭଗବାନଙ୍କୁ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି, ସେମାନେ ହେଲେ ଜିଜ୍ଞାସୁ। ତାର ଭଲ ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ପଲ୍ ମାନେ ହେଲେ ଧରନ୍ତୁ ଅର୍ଜୁନ, ବୁଦ୍ଧ। ଅର୍ଜୁନ ପୁରା କନଫ୍ୟୁଜ୍ ହେଇଛି, ମୁଁ ଧର୍ମକୁ ଦେଖିଲେ ସବୁ ଛାଡ଼ି ଛୁଡ଼ି ଦେଇକିରି ବଣକୁ ପଳେଇବା କଥା, କିନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ବଣକୁ ନ ଯାଇ ଏଠି ବସିଛି, କାହିଁ ବସିଛି, ଏଇଟା ତ କରିବା ଠିକ୍ ନୁହଁ। କୃଷ୍ଣଙ୍କୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ ଗୁରୁ ବୋଲି ମାନିଛନ୍ତି, କୃଷ୍ଣ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ତାର ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମଟା ଅଛି ସଲ୍ଭ କରିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିଛନ୍ତି। ସେଠି ଅର୍ଜୁନ ହେଲେ ଜିଜ୍ଞାସୁ। ଅର୍ଜୁନ ସେଠି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ କରିଛନ୍ତି, ପରେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆସିଛି ଯେ କ'ଣ କଲେ ମୁଁ ଏ କର୍ମର ବୋଝଟା ଉପରେ ଆସିବନି, ତାକୁ ଭଗବାନ ବୁଝେଇଛନ୍ତି। କିନ୍ତୁ ସେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରୁଛନ୍ତି କୋଉଠି ନା ଜିଜ୍ଞାସା, ତାଙ୍କର ଜିଜ୍ଞାସା ଆସିଛି କୋଉଟା ଠିକ୍ କୋଉଟା ଭୁଲ, ମୁଁ କନଫ୍ୟୁଜ୍ଡ, ମତେ ତୁମେ ଗୁରୁ ହେଇକିରି ମତେ ଶିଷ୍ୟତ୍ୱାନ୍ ସାଧିମାନ୍ ପ୍ରପନ୍ନମ୍ ବୋଲି କହିଛନ୍ତି। ଉଦ୍ଧବ ହେଲେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ସେ କୃଷ୍ଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯିବା ସମୟ ହେଇଗଲା, ଆମେ ସବୁ ଚାଲିଲୁ ନା, ସିଏ ଭଜନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି କୃଷ୍ଣଙ୍କୁ। ସେ ଜଣେ ଭକ୍ତ, ସେ ଭକ୍ତ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଭଜନ କରୁଛି ଭଗବାନଙ୍କୁ, ସେ ଜାଗାରେ ଆସିକିରି କୌଣସି ପ୍ରକାର ବିପଦ ପହଞ୍ଚି ପାରିବନି। ତେଣୁ କୃଷ୍ଣ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ସେ ବାହାରି ଚାଲିଯାଆନ୍ତି, ବଦ୍ରିକାଶ୍ରମ ତାକୁ ପଠେଇ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି। ଏ ପଠେଇବା ଭିତରେ ସେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରିଛନ୍ତି, କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ କରିଛନ୍ତି, ଏକାଦଶ ଖଣ୍ଡ ଭାଗବତ ଯଦି ପଢ଼ିବେ ଭଗବାନ ଉଦ୍ଧବ ତାଙ୍କର ମାନେ ଡିସ୍କସନଟା ଅଛି, ସେଠି ସେ ହେଉଛନ୍ତି ଜିଜ୍ଞାସୁ। ସେ ପଚାରିଛନ୍ତି ଦୁନିଆ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପ୍ରକାର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ତାଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରିଛନ୍ତି, ଇଏ ତାଙ୍କୁ ବୁଝେଇଛନ୍ତି, ସେ ତାଙ୍କର ପାଦୁକା ନେଇକିରି ବଦ୍ରିକାଶ୍ରମ ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି ସାଧନ କରିବାକୁ। ମୁଁ ଏବେ ଜଣଙ୍କ ଠାରୁ ଶୁଣିଲି, ଠାକୁର ଜଣଙ୍କୁ କହିଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ଠାକୁର ପୂର୍ବଜନ୍ମରେ ଉଦ୍ଧବ ଥିଲେ। କୋଉଠି ଶୁଣିଛି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ମନେ ପଡୁନି। Anybody has anything? I'll try to find out, but it is just laying it out there. ଅର୍ଥାତ୍ ଯୋଉମାନଙ୍କର କିଛି ଗୋଟେ କାମନା ଅଛି, ଅର୍ଥ ଏନି କାଇଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ୍ କାଇଣ୍ଡ ହେଲେ ବି ଅର୍ଥ ହେଇଯାଏ, ଖାଲି ପଇସା ନୁହଁ। ଏନିଥିଙ୍ଗ ଇନ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ହୋଲ୍ ଥିଙ୍ଗ, ଦ୍ରବ୍ୟ ହେଲେ ବି ଅର୍ଥ। ସୁଦାମା ହେଲେ ଗୋଟିଏ, ତାଙ୍କ ମନରେ ଥିଲା କେମିତି ଏତେ ଗରିବ ମୁଁ, ଟିକେ କେମିତି ମୋ ଘରେ ଟିକେ ପଇସା ହେଇଯାନ୍ତେ। ଶାନ୍ତିପନିର ଅର୍ଥ ଦରକାର ନଥିଲା। ସିଏ କୃଷ୍ଣଙ୍କୁ ଶିଷ୍ୟ କରିଥିଲେ କାହିଁକି ନା ତାଙ୍କ ପୁଅଟେ ମରିଯାଇଥିଲା, ଗୋଟିଏ ପୁଅ ସେ ମରିଯାଇଥିଲା। ଇଏ ତ ଭଗବାନ, ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଭଗବାନ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗୁରୁ ଦକ୍ଷିଣା ମାଗିବ, ମୁଁ ତାକୁ କହିବି ଯେ ମୋ ପୁଅଟା କାହିଁକି ଦେ, ତାଙ୍କର ସେଇଟା ଥିଲା। ସେଇଟା ଅର୍ଥାତ୍ ଯଦିଓ ସେ ମାଗିଲେନି, ମାଗି ପାରିଲେନି, କାହିଁକିନା ସେ ଗୁରୁ ମାଗିଦେଲେ ତାଙ୍କର ମର୍ଯ୍ୟାଦାଟା ହାନି ହେଇଯିବ, ତେଣୁ ଗୁରୁ ପତ୍ନୀ ମାଗିଲେ। କିନ୍ତୁ ଦି ଜଣଙ୍କର ସେ କଥା ହେଇଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ଭଗବାନଙ୍କୁ ଆମେ ଶିଷ୍ୟ କରିବା, ଶିଷ୍ୟ ତ ଏମିତି ସେ ତାଙ୍କର ବିଦ୍ୟା ମିଳିଗଲା, ଆମକୁ ତ ଦେବେ ଗୁରୁ ଦକ୍ଷିଣା, ଏଇଟା ଦକ୍ଷିଣାଟି ମାଗିବ। ସେଇଟା ଅର୍ଥାତ୍ ଜ୍ଞାନୀ। ଜ୍ଞାନୀ ହେଉଛନ୍ତି କେବଳ ସୁଧା ଭକ୍ତିର ଅଧିକାରୀ। ଆରମ୍ଭ କଲେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଭକ୍ତି ବିଷୟର ଅଧିକାରୀ, କିନ୍ତୁ ସୁଧା ଭକ୍ତି ହେବା ପାଇଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଜ୍ଞାନ ହେବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ। ତେଣୁ ଜ୍ଞାନୀ ହେବାକୁ ହେଲେ ତାର ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ଷ୍ଟେପ୍ ସବୁ ଅଛି। ଏବେ ବୈଦିକ ଭକ୍ତି ଆଉ ରାଗାନୁଗ ଭକ୍ତି ଭାଇ ପଢ଼ିବା ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିଥିଲେ, ସେଟା ନେକ୍ସଟ ୱିକ୍ରେ ପଢ଼ିବା। ତା ଦେହରେ ଟିକେ ଟିକେ ତାକୁ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରେସ କରାଯାଇଛି। କିନ୍ତୁ ଜ୍ଞାନୀ ମାନେ କୋଉମାନେ ହେଲେ ନାରଦ, ପ୍ରହ୍ଲାଦ, ସନକ, ଶୁକ। ସେମାନଙ୍କର କିଛି ଜିଜ୍ଞାସା କରିବାର ନାହିଁ। ପରୀକ୍ଷିତ ସାପ କାମୁଡ଼ାରେ ମରିବେ 7 ଦିନରେ ଜଣେ ଅଛି, ଶୁକ ଆଜି ପହଞ୍ଚିଲେ, ସେ ତାଙ୍କୁ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ କଲେ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପ୍ରକାର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍, ଭଗବାନ କିଏ, ସେ କାହିଁ ଆସନ୍ତି ଇତ୍ୟାଦି। ସେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦ୍ୱାଦଶ ସ୍କନ୍ଧ ଭାଗବତ କହିଦେଲେ 7 ଦିନ ଭିତରେ। ତାଙ୍କର କିଛି ଜିଜ୍ଞାସା କରିବାର ନାହିଁ, ତାଙ୍କର ସିଏ ସମ୍ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଜ୍ଞାନରେ ପ୍ରତିଷ୍ଠିତ। ସେ ଅଛନ୍ତି କେବଳ ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କର ସେବା କରିବା। ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦିଆହେଇଛି, ତାଙ୍କୁ ତାଙ୍କ ଗୁରୁ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦେଶ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି, ଭଗବାନ ତାଙ୍କୁ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦେଶ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି, ତୁମେ ଜନସାଧାରଣଙ୍କ ସେବା କରିବ। ଜନସାଧାରଣ କିଏ କିଛି ତାଙ୍କରି ତ ରୂପ ବନ୍ଧା ହେଇକି ପଡ଼ିଛନ୍ତି। ତେଣୁ ଶୁକ ଆସିଲେ ଯେମିତି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ଉପକାର ହବ, ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସେ ପରୀକ୍ଷିତଙ୍କୁ 7 ଦିନରେ ଭାଗବତଟା ପୁରା କରିଥିଲେ। ଯୋଉଟାକି ଆମର ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ ବହୁତ ସପ୍ତାହ ହୁଏ, ଭାଗବତ ସପ୍ତାହ କରାଯାଏ ବିକଜ ଅଫ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍। ତେଣୁ ଯଦି ସୁଖର ଅଭିଳାଷ ଥାଏ, ଭକ୍ତି ସୁଖ ଅଭିଳାଷ ଥିଲେ ଅନ୍ୟ ସୁଖ ତ୍ୟାଗ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ, ହେଇଯାଏ। ଯଦି ଭକ୍ତି ସୁଖ ଆଡ଼କୁ ପଳେଇଲେ ବେଶୀ, ତାହେଲେ ଅନ୍ୟ ସୁଖ ଗୁଡ଼ାକ ତୁଚ୍ଛ ଲାଗିବ, ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ବାହାରିଯିବ। ଏଇ ଯୋଉ 4 ପ୍ରକାର ଭକ୍ତଙ୍କ କଥା କୁହାହେଲା, 4 ପ୍ରକାର, ପ୍ରଥମ 3 ପ୍ରକାର ହେଲେ ସକାମ ଭକ୍ତ, କେବଳ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ପ୍ରକାର ହେଲେ ନିଷ୍କାମ ଭକ୍ତ। ତାଥିରେ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆମର ରଜ ଭାଇଙ୍କର ଥରେ ଥିଲା, ତାର ଆନ୍ସରଟା ମୁଁ ବାହାର କରିଥିଲି ଆମର ଯିଏ ଆଙ୍କର ଲେଖାରୁ ଯିଏ ଥିଲେ କ'ଣ ତାଙ୍କ ନା ସନ୍ନ୍ୟାସୀ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ଦିନଲିପି ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି ସୌରପାନ୍ତ ମହାରାଜଙ୍କ ଲେଖାରୁ ବାହାର କରିଥିଲି। I thought it will be very important to share. ପ୍ରଧାନତଃ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ ଥିଲା ଯେ ଏଇ ଚାରିଟା ଆଗରେ ଆମେ ଗଣିଦେଲେ ଆମେ ତ ଜ୍ଞାନୀ ନୁହଁ, ଅର୍ଥାତ୍ ତ ଆମେ ତ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ କିଛି ଜଣେଇବା ମାଗିବାନି, ଖାଲି ଜଣେଇଦେବା ମାଗିବା। ଜିଜ୍ଞାସୁ ଜାଗାରେ ଆମେ ପହଞ୍ଚିବୁ, କାହିଁକି ନା ଆମର ସେ ତତ୍ତ୍ୱ ଜିଜ୍ଞାସା ଆସିନି। ଯଦି ତତ୍ତ୍ୱ ଜିଜ୍ଞାସା ଆସିଥାନ୍ତା ଆମେ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଛାଡ଼ି ଦେଇକି ବହି ପଢ଼ନ୍ତୁ, ତାଙ୍କୁ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ଇତ୍ୟାଦି। ସେଇଟା ତ ହଉନି। ଆମେ କ'ଣ ତାର ଆନ୍ସରଟା ସୁବାନ ମହାରାଜ ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି। ସିଏ ସେ ବିଷୟରେ ବହୁତ ଚିନ୍ତା କଲେ, ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କଲେ, ସବୁ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଉପରେ ଗୋଟା ପରେ ଗୋଟା କାଟିଲା ପରେ ଏମିତି ବିଚାର କରି କାଟି କାଟି ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି। ଲାଷ୍ଟକୁ କହିଛନ୍ତି ଆମେ ହଲୁ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଆର୍ତ। ସେ କାହିଁକି ନିଜକୁ ଆର୍ତ ବୋଲି କହିଛନ୍ତି ନା ଏ ସଂସାରରେ ରହିକିରି ସେ ତାପ ଦ୍ୱାରା ଆଉ ସେ ତାପ ସହ୍ୟ କରିପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି, ତେଣୁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ଆଶ୍ରୟ ନେଇଛନ୍ତି ଆର୍ତ୍ତନାଦ କରିକିରି ଠାକୁର ଆମକୁ ରକ୍ଷା କରେ। କିନ୍ତୁ ବିଶ୍ୱାସ ଅଛି ଦୃଢ଼ ଭାବରେ ଯେ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ସେଇ କାପାବିଲିଟି ଅଛି, କାପାସିଟି ଅଛି, ଆଉ ସେ ଆମକୁ କହିଛନ୍ତି, ସେ ଆମକୁ ତାଙ୍କର ପ୍ରମିସ୍ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ସେ ଆମକୁ ଉଦ୍ଧାର କରିବେ। ତେଣୁ ଆମେ ସବୁ ହେଲେ ସେଇ ଆର୍ତ। କିଏ ନିଜେ କହିଛନ୍ତି ଆର୍ତ। ଆପଣମାନେ ଭାବନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି ଆପଣ କିଏ ଜିଜ୍ଞାସୁ ହେଲେଣି ଭଲ କଥା, ଯଦି କିଏ ଜ୍ଞାନୀ ଅବସ୍ଥାରେ ପହଞ୍ଚିଲେଣି ତାହେଲେ ଅତି ଉତ୍ତମ। ହୋପଫୁଲି କିଏ ଅର୍ଥାତ୍ ନୁହନ୍ତି, କାହିଁକିନା ଅର୍ଥାତ୍ ହେଇଗଲେ ଆପଣ ସେ ସକାମ ଭିତରେ ରହିଯିବେ ଆଉ ବାହାରିପାରିବେ। ଜିଜ୍ଞାସୁ ହେଲେ ସମ୍ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଜାଣି ଜ୍ଞାନ ମାର୍ଗରେ ଯାଇ ଜ୍ଞାନ ପାଖରେ ପହଞ୍ଚିବେ। କି ଆର୍ତ ହେଲେ ତାଙ୍କ ଉପରେ ଯଦି ଭରସା କରିକିରି ଆର୍ତ ହେଇକି ରହିଲେ ସେ କେତେବେଳେ ଉଦ୍ଧାର କରିବେ। ଆପଣ ଯଦି କହିଲେ ଭବ ଜଞ୍ଜାଳରୁ ମୁଁ ଉଦ୍ଧାର ପାଇବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି, ସେ କେତେବେଳେ ଉଦ୍ଧାର କରିବେ। ଏଇଟା ହେଲା ଜିନିଷ। ତାପରେ ତିନିଟା ଅଧିକାରୀ ଭକ୍ତି ଉପରେ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ ଆମେ କରିଛେ। ଠାକୁର କହିଛନ୍ତି ଉତ୍ତମ ଅଧିକାରୀ ହେଲେ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଶାସ୍ତ୍ର ଯୁକ୍ତିରେ ନିପୁଣ, ତତ୍ତ୍ୱ ବିଚାର କରନ୍ତି, ସାଧନା ବିଚାର କରନ୍ତି, ପୁରୁଷାର୍ଥ ବିଚାର ଦ୍ୱାରା ଭଗବାନ ହିଁ ଏକମାତ୍ର ଉପାସ୍ୟ ଓ ପ୍ରୀତିର ବିଷୟ। ଏଇ କଥା ସେ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି, ଦୃଢ଼ ଭାବରେ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି। ସେ ଶାସ୍ତ୍ର ଯୁକ୍ତି ଦ୍ୱାରା ଦେଖି ଦେଇପାରିବେ, ତତ୍ତ୍ୱ ବିଚାର ଦ୍ୱାରା ଦେଖି ଦେଇପାରିବେ, ନିଜର ପୁରୁଷାର୍ଥ ଦ୍ୱାରା କରିଦେଇପାରିବେ, ସାଧନା ଦ୍ୱାରା ଦେଖି ଦେଇପାରିବେ। ସେମାନେ ଉତ୍ତମ ଅଧିକାରୀ। ମଧ୍ୟମକୁ ମାନେ ଏସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡ଼ା ତାଙ୍କର ନାହିଁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଦୃଢ଼ ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧାବାନ, ଦୃଢ଼ ବିଶ୍ୱାସୀ। ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧାବାନ, ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧାର ଡେଫିନେସନ୍ ତ ସେଇଆ। ଗୁରୁ ଆଉ ବେଦ ବାକ୍ୟର ବିଶ୍ୱାସକୁ କହନ୍ତି ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧା। ତେଣୁ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ସେ ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧାବାନ, ସେମାନେ ଦୃଢ଼ ବିଶ୍ୱାସୀ, ସେ ହେଲେ ମଧ୍ୟମ ଅଧିକାରୀ। ଯେଉଁମାନଙ୍କର ଟିକେ ବିଶ୍ୱାସଟା ଏତେ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଙ୍ଗ ନୁହଁ, କାହିଁକିନା ଆଉ ଜଣେ ଯଦି ଆସିକି ତାଙ୍କୁ ଶାସ୍ତ୍ରରେ ଜିନିଷ ଦେଖେଇ ଦେଇ କହିଦେବେ ଏଇଟା ଏହା ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି, ଏଠାରେ ଏହା ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି, ଏଟା ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି, ଏମିତି ଯଦି କହିଦେଲା ସେମାନେ ଭଳି ଯାଆନ୍ତି। ସେମାନେ ହେଲେ କନିଷ୍ଠ ଅଧିକାରୀ। ଏଠି ଆପଣମାନେ ଯେମିତି ଡିସାଇଡ୍ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ କେତେ କୋଉ କନିଷ୍ଠରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି କି ତା ଉପରକୁ ଗଲେଣି। କନିଷ୍ଠ ମଧ୍ୟମ ଅଧିକାରୀ ଦି ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ଠାକୁର ସକାମ ବୋଲି କହିଛନ୍ତି। ଆଉ ସେଇ ପ୍ରୋସେସରେ ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ସାଧନା କରି ଉତ୍ତମ ଅଧିକାରୀ ହେଇଯାଆନ୍ତି ବୋଲି ବି ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି। ତେଣୁ ଆମେ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷଟା ଟିକେ ଅନୁଧ୍ୟାନ କରିବା ଯେ ଆମେ କୋଉ ଅଧିକାରୀ କୋଉଠି ଅଛେ, ଆଉ ସେଠୁ ସେ ଉପରକୁ କେମିତି ଚଢ଼ିକି ଯିବା, ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟେପ୍ ଉପରକୁ ଯିବା, ସେ ବିଷୟରେ ଠାକୁର ଟିକେ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କରିବା, ଜଣେଇବା। ଆଉ ସର୍ବପ୍ରଥମେ ଆଉ ସର୍ବଶେଷରେ ଖାଲି ଏତିକି ଆମେ ଜଣେଇକିରି ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିବା। ପ୍ରେମିକ ଗୁରୁ ବୁଝିବାଟା ବହୁତ କଷ୍ଟ, ଯଦିଓ ବହୁତ ସରଳିଆ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜରେ ଠାକୁର ଲିଖିଛନ୍ତି, କାହିଁକିନା ତାର କନସେପ୍ଟଟା ବହୁତ କଷ୍ଟ। କେବଳ ତାଙ୍କ ପ୍ରତି ଆମର ଦୃଢ଼ ଭକ୍ତି ଥିଲେ ସେ ଜିନିଷଟା ବୁଝି ହବ। ଟିକେ ଟିକେ ବୁଝିବା ପାଇଁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବା। ତେଣୁ ଆମେ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଜଣେଇବା ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ, ସେ ଠାକୁର ଆମକୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ଜ୍ଞାନର ଭଣ୍ଡାର ପୁରେଇ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି, ସେ ଆମେ ଯେମିତି ବୁଝେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ଯେମିତି ଆମର ବୋଧ ହେଇଯାଉ, ଯେମିତି ଆମେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ହେଇଯାଉ। ଶେଷରେ ଜଣେଇବା ଯାହା କିଛି ଆମର ଭୁଲି ହେଇଛି ଠାକୁରେ କ୍ଷମା କରନ୍ତୁ। ଆଉ ନେକ୍ସଟ ୱିକ୍ରେ ଫେର ଆଉ ଟିକେ ପଢ଼ିବା ପାଇଁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବା, ଆଉ ଟିକେ ବୁଝିବା ପାଇଁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବା। ଆଉ ଏଇଠି ଆମର ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ ରଖିବା। 2-3 ମିନିଟ୍ ଅଧିକା ହେଇଗଲା। ଆଉ ଶିବାନୀ ମାଙ୍କର ଅଛି ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା ସଙ୍ଗୀତ। ମା ଯେତେବେଳେ ରେଡି ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆରମ୍ଭ କରନ୍ତୁ।
ଜୟଗୁରୁ। ମା ଅଛନ୍ତି ଲାଇନରେ? ମା ମତେ କାଲି କହିଥିଲେ ତାଙ୍କ ଦେହ ଟିକେ ଭଲ ନାହିଁ, ଗାଇଦେବା ପାଇଁ କହିଥିଲେ। ତାହେଲେ ମୁଁ ଗାଇ ଦଉଛି। ଜୟଗୁରୁ। ମୋତେ ସେବକ ପଣରେ ରଖ ହେ ଠାକୁର, ସେବକ ପଣରେ ରଖ। ମୋତେ ସେବକ ପଣରେ ରଖ ହେ ଠାକୁର, ସେବକ ପଣରେ ରଖ। कारण नाम तुम सीना पतित कारण नाम तुम सीना जगते रहिछि ते कहे ठाकुर सेवक पण रे रख मोते सेवक पण रे रख हे ठाकुर सेवक पण रे रख जे काम कहिबी से काम करिबी जे काम कहिबी से काम करिबी न देवी कथा एड़ाई न देवी कथा एड़ाई जे जहा कहिबे ताहा मु सहिबी जे जहा कहिबे ताहा मु सहिबी मनरे रोशन बही मनरे रोशन बही तुमरी दुआरे पड़िछि बिरही तुमरी दुआरे पड़िछि बिरही ए जीवन थिबा जाक हे ठाकुर सेवक पण रे रख मोते सेवक पण रे रख हे ठाकुर सेवक पण रे रख गज मूर्ख मु किछि जानी नाही गज मूर्ख मु किछि जानी नाही ज्ञान भक्ति मो नाही ज्ञान भक्ति मो नाही तुम प्रेम पोथी दिय के पढ़ाई तुम प्रेम पोथी दिय हे पढ़ाई भल पाइबा सिखाई भल पाइबा सिखाई पाउना मोहर लोड़ा नाही किसी पाउना मोहर लोड़ा नाही किसी मागुछि खाली एतिकी हे ठाकुर सेवक पण रे रख मोते सेवक पण रे रख हे ठाकुर सेवक पण रे रख मोते सेवक पण रे हे ठाकुर सेवक पण रे रख जीवन रहिते काल मो बीतिला जीवन रहिते काल मो बीतिला बेठी खटी संसार रे बेठी खटी संसार रे बाकी अछि जेते दिन हे मणिमा बाकी अछि जेते दिन हे मणिमा लागुता तुम सेवारे लागुता तुम सेवारे जीव जीवा बेले आदि मोर नाथ जीव जीवा बेले आदि मोर नाथ तुम करुणा कटाक्ष हे ठाकुर सेवक पण रे रख मोते
Jayaguru. Samsara Pathe, Part 1, Chapter 4. Filling within, continued from last session. The householders would not have turbulence and unrest in their life if they had rejected the position of their family while serving family and relatives, accepted everything as belonging of God, believed God can take everything if He wishes, believed themselves as a mere slave of their wife and son, hence obliged to serve and protect their family in a legitimate way. Believed son, daughter, house, property, donation, meditation, sacrifice, all are for satisfaction of Almighty God, nothing for themselves. Our slave does all his duty in his master's word, but owns no result, which means they all belong to his master. Likewise, we all are serving God's purpose by lying in a small corner of his infinitesimal big world. It has nothing to do with our good, bad, pleasure, or sadness. To expect complete pleasure from any one of the worldly matters is nothing but an irony. Sadness, happiness, separation, division constitute this world. The momentary please felt by living being is purely advancement of its inner consciousness. Otherwise, there is nothing called eternal pleasure exists in the world. He who expects those which are non-existent in the world is stupid. To expect happiness and sadness is normal. It's our duty to accept happiness as blessing of Almighty God. But you should never be sad by the expectation of happiness, or should not deviate from ideal path by letting our hearts afflicted in sadness and attachment. This world always witnessed laugh at one side and cry at other. One side with union, whereas other with loss and separation. We have to have constant belief that there is no place other than steps of Supreme Joyous God which can give uninterrupted ecstasy and move ahead with worldly life by considering God as the solitary source of happiness. Sadness is the only option when happiness is expected from outside objects or from your kinsmen. Happiness or pleasure does not lie outside, rather in your heart. Happiness stemming from outside is contaminated with attachment and sin. Perceiving the nature of God from the core of the heart is pure, pristine, and fierce happiness. Doing the duties by keeping your thought process disciplined with above course of action is called unanointed thinking. You will be free from the blot of attachment should you learn working in this way. But nobody can predict how many birth cycles you may have to endure suffering should you nurture attachment even to an infinitesimal scale. Omnis solitaire, the ultimate hermit, King Bharat, even after getting detached from the illusion of exquisite Mother Earth, had to take many births only because of the attachment with a small deer cub. That's why I say, work following your senses, but be aware of distraction and be careful to not let lust and desire tarnish your soul. Without being distracted by unwanted thoughts before the time, as and when anything comes, complete the work with due patience. Thinking of living being is utter waste. Hence, without seeing garland of unwanted thoughts or hopelessness, do your present duties, submitting your thoughts before the feet of Supreme Lord. How much you are thinking for taking care and maintenance of your son and grandson? How much you are thinking for money, wealth, luxury, and pleasure? if I had employed this thought and feeling before lotus-like feet of dew of God, even for a short moment, then with no difficulty you would have got redemption from your fettered heart. Like a postpartum cow cannot stop thinking of her calf even while eating grass, you should keep doing your duty by keeping your thoughts before lotus-like feet of God and dedicating Him all the results. The thought that you keep for the maintenance and upbringing of your son and grandson, the thought that you always keep for generating wealth, money, pleasure, and pride, if the same thought was dedicated before the lotus feet of Almighty God for a moment, what anxiety can there be before the court of Lord of the Inferno, O my Lord? Keep immersing yourself in paean to God and extolling His virtues at all times. Think in your mind, no one else is more close to you than God. No one can ever be more affectionate and forgiving like Almighty God is. Affection of parents, love of consort are just a small illustration of His love and compassion. Hence, do not get oddly enchantment by forgetting Him. Jai.
Very good. We do have 2-3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. ଯଦି କାହାର କିଛି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଅଛି ଆଜିର ପଢ଼ା ହେଇଥିବା ଟପିକ୍ସ ଉପରେ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କରିପାରିବା।
ଭାଇ ଆମର ଯୋଉ ସକାଳେ ଆମେ ଯୋଉ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ରବି ନନ୍ଦନ ବୋଲି କହୁଛୁ, ଏଇଟା ରବି ନନ୍ଦନ
କୁହାଯାଏ ଭାଇ, ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ତ ରବି ନନ୍ଦନ କୁହାଯାଏ। ଆପଣ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କଥା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ତ, ରବି ନନ୍ଦନ ବନ୍ଧନ ଖଣ୍ଡନ ହେ, ଏଇ କଥା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ତ?
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ରବି ହେଲେ କିଏ? ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟଙ୍କର ପୁଅ ହେଲେ ଯମ।
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ତାଙ୍କର ଦଣ୍ଡଟାକୁ ଖଣ୍ଡନ କରନ୍ତୁ ବୋଲି ଆମେ ତାକୁ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କରୁଛୁ। ଯମଦଣ୍ଡ ଖଣ୍ଡନ କରିବାକୁ ଅଛି। ରବି ନନ୍ଦନ ବନ୍ଧନ, ରବି ନନ୍ଦନଙ୍କର ବନ୍ଧନ ଯୋଉଟା, ତାକୁ ଖଣ୍ଡନ କରିବେ। କିଏ ଗୁରୁ ଖଣ୍ଡନ କରିବେ, ସେଇଆ କୁହାଯାଇଛି। ଟିକେ ଆଜ୍ଞା,
କିଏ ରବି ନନ୍ଦନ କାହାକୁ କହୁଛନ୍ତି?
ରବି ହେଲେ ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟ,
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ତାଙ୍କ ନନ୍ଦନ ହେଲେ ଯମ।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଯମ ବନ୍ଧନ ଖଣ୍ଡନ,
ଯମଦଣ୍ଡ ଯୋଉଟା, ଯମ ବନ୍ଧନ ଯୋଉଟା, ମାନେ ସଂସାରରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ମରିବେ, ମଲା ପରେ ନରକକୁ ଯିବେ, ସ୍ୱର୍ଗକୁ ଯିବେ, ଫେରିବେ, ହେଲା ସେ ସାଇକେଲଟା ଚାଲିଛି ନା, ସେ ସାଇକେଲରୁ ଆମକୁ କିଏ ଉଦ୍ଧାର କରିବେ? ଗୁରୁ ହିଁ ଉଦ୍ଧାର କରିବେ। ଆମେ ଗୁରୁଙ୍କୁ ଶରଣାଗତ କିଙ୍କର ବୋଲି ଆମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ କହୁଛୁ। ତାପରେ ଆମେ ତୁମ ପାଖରେ ଶରଣ ନେଇଛୁ, କାହିଁକିନା ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛୁ ତୁମେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ସାଇକେଲ ଅଛି ନା, ଡେଥ୍ ବର୍ଥର ସାଇକେଲଟା, ତା ଦେହରୁ ଆପଣ ହିଁ ଆମକୁ ମୁକ୍ତ କରିଦେଇ ପାରିବେ, ତେଣୁ ଆମେ ଶରଣ ଦେଇଛୁ। ସେଇ ତାର ପ୍ରଥମ ଇଏରେ କୁହାଯାଇଛି। ଆମର ସୂତ୍ରମଣ୍ଡଳଟାକୁ ଟିକେ ବୁଝିକିରି ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନାଟା କଲେ ଟିକେ କନେକ୍ଟ କରିବାକୁ ସୁବିଧା ହୁଏ। ଯଦି ଆଉ କିଛି କ'ଣ କାହାର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଥାଏ ପଚାରନ୍ତୁ, ମଝିରେ ମଝିରେ ୱି କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଡିସ୍କସ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ୍। ତାର ଲଙ୍ଗର ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ ଅନ୍ୟ ଜାଗାରେ ସବୁ ଅଛି, ସ୍ପେଶିଆଲି ଆମର ଗୁରୁ ଗୀତାରେ ଚୈତନ୍ୟ ଶାସ୍ତ୍ର ସବୁ ଯାକ ଶ୍ଲୋକ ଅଛି, ମିଳିଯିବ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଅଧିକା ଡେଫିନେସନ୍ ଖୋଜିବେ ଯଦି। ଆଉ ଏଇଟାରେ ଭବସାଗର ତାରଣ ତାର କୌଣସି ଡେଫିନେସନ୍ ସେମିତି ଦିଆଯାଇନି, କାହିଁକିନା ସିମ୍ପଲ୍ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ୍ ବୋଲି, କିନ୍ତୁ କେତେ ଗୁଡ଼େ ଆଧ୍ୟାତ୍ମିକ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ୍ ୟୁଜ୍ କରାହେଇଛି, ତାକୁ ଟିକେ ବୁଝିବା ପାଇଁ କଷ୍ଟ ହେଇପାରେ। ଛୋଟିଆ ଛୋଟିଆ ୱାର୍ଡ ଯେତେଟା ଅଛି ତାକୁ ବୁଝିଗଲେ ବାକି ସବୁ ବୁଝିବାକୁ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍। Any other question?
ଭାଇ, ଭାବ ବିହଳତା, ଭାବ ପ୍ରବଣତା ଦିଟା ଆପଣ ସମାନ ଜିନିଷ। ମୁଁ ପଢିଥିଲି ଯେ ମାନେ ଆମେ ଯୋଉ କାନ୍ଦି ପକଉଛେ ସବୁ ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ କଥାରେ, ସେଇଟା ହୁଏତ ଠିକ ନୁହେଁ ବୋଲି।
ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଇଏ ଭକ୍ତି ପଥରେ କ'ଣ କି, ଏଭ୍ରିଥିଙ୍ଗ ଇଜ୍ କଣ୍ଟେକ୍ଚୁଆଲ। ଯଦି ଆପଣ ତାଙ୍କରି କଥାରେ ବିଭୋର ହେଇଯାଉଛନ୍ତି, ଆଖିରୁ ଅଶ୍ରୁ ବାହାରୁଛି, ସେଟା ଭଲ କଥା। କିନ୍ତୁ କିଏ କଣ କହିଦେଲା ତା କଥାରେ ମାତିଗଲେ, କାନ୍ଦି ପକେଇଲା, ତୁମେ କାନ୍ଦି ପକେଇଲ, ତାପରେ ସେ ଭାବଟା ରହୁନି, ପଳଉଛି। ସେଇଟାକୁ ପ୍ରବଣତା, ଭାବ ପ୍ରବଣତା ବୋଲି କହନ୍ତି। ତା କଥାରେ କିଛି ଗୋଟେ କରି ପକେଇଲେ, ସେଇଟାକୁ ଟିକେ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲ କରିବା ପାଇଁ କୁହାଯାଇଛି। ଗୋଟେ କଥା ଭକ୍ତି ଶାସ୍ତ୍ରରେ ଆଜି ଯେମିତି ପଢିଲେନି, ଟିକେ ଖାଲି ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟ ଯଦି ଆସିଲା, ୟୁ ଆର୍ ଏଲିଜିବଲ୍। ତାର ଏଲିଜିବିଲିଟିର ଥ୍ରେଶୋଲ୍ଡ ଟା ବହୁତ କମ୍, କିନ୍ତୁ ଟୋଟାଲ ପରଫେକ୍ସନ ର ଇଏ ଯୋଉ ଲେଭେଲଟା ମଚ୍ ହାର୍ଡର, ମଚ୍ ହାର୍ଡର। ଜ୍ଞାନୀ ହେଇଯିବା ପଡିବ, ତାପରେ ଯାଇକି ଭକ୍ତି ହବ। ତେଣୁ ୟାଦେହରେ ସେମିତି କିଛି ଖରାପ ନୁହଁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଟା ଯଦି ଜାଣିପାରିଲେ ତାକୁ ଟିକେ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲ କରିକି ଖାଲି ତାଙ୍କ ଆଡକୁ ଯଦି ଥଟ୍ ପ୍ରୋସେସ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଭକ୍ତି ସ୍ନେହ ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧା ଏତେ ତାଙ୍କ ଆଡକୁ ଯଦି ଫୋକସ କରିପାରିବେ, ସେ ପ୍ରବଣତାଟା ପଳିବ ଭାବରେ ହଉ ଭାଇ, ରଖିବା ଆଜି ଡିସ୍କସନ ଏଇଠି। ଆର୍ଯ୍ୟନର ଅଛି ୟଙ୍ଗ ଆସ୍ପିରାଣ୍ଟସ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା ସଙ୍ଗୀତ, ଆର୍ଯ୍ୟନ ମନ୍ଦିରରେ।
ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ। ଖୋଜିବା ପରି ଖୋଜି ନାହିଁ ଖୋଜି ପାଶେ ଆଣିଛ, ଖୋଜିବା ପରି ଖୋଜି ନାହିଁ ଖୋଜି ପାଶେ ଆଣିଛ, ଖୋଜି ପାଶେ ଆଣିଛ, ଧରିବା ପରି କେବେ ନ ଧରିବି, ଧରିବା ପରି ଯେବେ
Jai Guru. Jai Guru, young aspirants. This is Vedamatila. Let's go for our attendance. Aditi.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Adhyasa.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Aisi.
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Anhi. Anhi.
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. An.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Ansul.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Arnav.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Aaron.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Arut.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Aryan.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Jammu.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Jan.
मैं ज्वाइन करने से
Jai Guru. Jai Guru Ma. I heard Jan. Are you there, Jan?
Oh, Jai.
Jai Guru. Jai Guru. Devangi. Devangi is not here, I think. Divyam.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Jagrat.
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Naitik.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Pratyusa.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Pratyus.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Saraswat.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Sarthak. Sarthak.
आगे राधे की आशी
Jai Guru. Jai Guru. Bhakti.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Bobby.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Silpi. Silpi. Ani.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Prayasi.
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Jimmy.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Siddharth. Siddharth. Not there, I think. Simran.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Srija.
Jai Guru Ma.
Jai Guru. Suhani. Think not there. Yukta.
Ma.
Jai Guru. Okay. So we are done with our attendance. The song that Aryan sang today, Khojila Parimu Khoji Nahi. Aryan, would you be able to talk a little bit about the meaning of this song?
A quick summary would be that the main line is that what it means is sometimes even when we're not reaching out to Thakura, he's always there for us. And even when we are, we can't hold him properly, but Thakura will always come to us and he'll always be there for us.
Very good. Yes. So it talks about what effort we put and what he does for us. So it's all his blessings, and we just need to get his blessings, and everything will be done on its own way. So we just need to put our effort to get his blessings. That's the thing. So even though we, sometimes we are not able to do as much or what we are supposed to do, but still he is always there to show us the right way and to think the better of us, to think, to do the good of us. So he always takes care of us, and we just need to remember that always, that he is there, and he is definitely showing us the right way. So we need to have that complete faith and that devotion towards him. We need to pray him. We need to remember him always. With this, I have asked Pratyut to read our today's YA reading material. So, Pratyut, whenever you are ready, go ahead. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Purushottam Dham, or Puri of Odisha, is glorified by upholding the principles of Jnana of Acharya Sankara and Prema of Sri Gauranga Deva. This Dhamma, spiritual center, is the place of union of knowledge and love or devotion. That is why Paramahansa Swami Nigamananda Saraswati Deva selected this place as his last and final abode. He has expressed his spiritual ideology in a nutshell as the union of Acharya Sankara's Jnana, knowledge, and Sri Gauranga's Prema, love. It means that the attainment of the ultimate knowledge on the path of devotion should be the final goal of everyone. The scriptures relating to bhakti, devotion, mention about the liking for Nam, name of the object of worship, and compassion for creatures. Swami Nigamananda has also advised to take recourse to sincere devotion
for God and give service to all people and creatures, taking them as the manifestation of God. Everybody should strive for the company of the saints and noble people, and serve with all sincerity. This is very helpful, leading to one's spiritual growth. If such company is not available, the reading of religious books and recitation of nama given by one's guru also amount to company of saints. All can know these things and the essence of religions by reading the monumental books written by Swami Nigamananda. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Jai Guru Pratyush. Thank you. So this paragraph that we read, Pratyush read, it's talking about how Thakura came to Puri, that is in Odisha. So last time we read that in our discussion. We little bit talked about that. We saw in the map also where is Puri and where is Odisha, because prior to that, Thakura's the main Thakura visited many places, but he also visited to Puri during his after his jnana sadhana, during his four sacred places visit as per his Jnani Guru Swami Saraswati. But then he mainly was, we can say, working in the area of Bengal and Assam. So after his Siddhi and when he came to the human habitation after his after Devi reminded him to go back as the guru. So he was mostly in Assam and Bengal area. He established so many mathas and ashrams. He had many devotees. But then after all these, he decided to come to Puri. And last few years, especially 14 years of his life, he spent in Puri. And basically what attracted him to come to Puri is Puri is the place of, before going there, maybe we can just remember the Vedic line of Puri that Thakura realized after his Jnana Sadhana, during his Dham visit. So Puri's line, the sentence is Prajnanam Brahma. So Prajnanam Anandam Brahma. And Puri is the place where Jnana and Prema, both. Shankaracharya is the representation of Jnana, and Sri Gauranga Dev is the representation of Prema. So both those principles are there in Puri. So that was a very special thing that attracted Thakura, and Thakura came to Puri. A few years he stayed there alone, but then after that, he with the interest of people, his devotees, he established Nilachala Saraswata Sangha in Puri, and he stayed there for remaining amount of time. Remaining time of his life, he stayed there. So before going into the details of this, Shankar and Gauranga, the principle that Thakura gave us is not just jnana, not just prema or devotion. It's both together. So jnana and prema both. So that is Thakura's principle to us. So before that, we will discuss this more. We'll talk about, I think already we have a kind of little bit talked about what Sankara's jnana means and what prema or devotion means. But we'll talk about little bit more how or what Sankara told and what Gauranga Dev told. Maybe we'll talk about little bit in the form of stories in our next session. But I would like to go back to our previous reading material, which I told that we will talk little bit more about that. There are, I think there was one thing that I wanted to revisit, that was the religious harmony, that we didn't find enough time in our last YS session to talk about that. We talked about Thakura being the Sahaja Manusya, or the normal person, not showing his special achievements to the materialistic, in the form of materialistic achievements, or to that sense. So he stayed as Sahaja Manusya, who could understand his spiritual achievement. Those only would be the disciples of Thakura. That was the intent of being this Sahaja Manusya. We should not just come to Thakura to get or to achieve the materialistic things, but to achieve the highest enlightenment that Thakura got, to have the sense of that, and to lead our life towards that. So the last paragraph of the previous reading material, maybe I would like to ask Sayasi to read those two lines so that we can talk a little bit about what we left there. Let's go.
It is a unique and perfect blend of knowledge and devotion in the life of Sadhguru Swami Nigamananda. His books are full with universal and harmonious spiritual masters and principles. His sermons and gospels express the essence of all religions. In the present age, the words of religious harmony were first heard from Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Swami Nigamananda Saraswati strongly supported his words with evidence from scriptures. Thus, he firmly established the foundation of religious harmony.
Yes. So, Thakura actually spread or focused very much on this concept of religious harmony. So religious harmony is not kind of a very new thing. It in our ancient Vedic spiritual principles, it was already told. So in our scriptures, we know that truth is one. That's what we always talk about. The ultimate truth is the one. There cannot be a second one for that truth. So when the ultimate truth is the one, that is the ultimate consciousness or the universal God. So if that's the one, then the various religions that we have, they are not worshipping or not talking about anything other than that one truth, right? So that's the one thing that we have to remember always. So there is one line in our scripture which justifies that ekam satya vipra bahudha vadanti. It means this is the one truth. It's told in many ways. So what does that mean? That we have to understand by the religious harmony. So religious harmony, before I go ahead, I'm just talking. So maybe I would like to ask few of you if you can present your own idea. What do you mean by the word harmony itself? Just the basic English meaning of the harmony. Then we will combine these words, religious harmony. So anybody would like to volunteer to talk about it?
Jai Guru, this is Saraswati.
Yes, Saraswati Jai Guru, please go ahead.
So basically what harmony is, it's peace and it's like calmness. And like I kind of think about it like when there's like two countries, they have an alliance between each other. They kind of, and they don't have war for a long time. I think of that as harmony because there's no war and destruction and devastation. It's basically a time of happiness.
Yes. You are going towards that. Yes. So harmony is basically the peace, the peacefulness, the happiness, the calmness. You are uniting everybody and everything. You are, you are just kind of creating a very peaceful environment. Yes. Anybody else? Yes. Seriously?
Harmony is also balance between two things.
Okay. So Presi is saying harmony is also signifying creating and maintaining the right balance. So when we are talking about religious harmony, why this religious harmony concept is coming, you can very well analyze from the meaning of the harmony thing that we have in the world. We have so many religions. And they are very different, but still when you go to the root, when you go deep, they are not at all different. So to understand that and to establish that or to be tolerant about all the differences and not to find out, not to focus on the negativity, to respect all religion, to basically to understand them and to respect them. So when we can do that, then there will be no fighting on the name of religion. There will be no conflict between religions, and we will have that balance and harmony. But that is something first, this idea was given by Ramakrishna Paramahansa there. And I think we are running a little over time, and I would definitely like to discuss more about this topic. This is a very interesting and important topic. So we can continue this topic to our next YA session. We'll talk about Ramakrishna Paramahansa's, principle that he gave. I'm just kind of giving a little idea. That's what he said. So Ramakrishna Paramahansa, you know that he is a great saint, and in the 19th century in India. So during Thakura's time, he was there. He told that after doing a lot of sadhana and practice, he realized that there are many paths, there are many faiths and many paths. So that was his word. That in Odia we say it, jete mata, sete patha. As many faiths, so many paths. So no faith is wrong. No faith is absolute. We cannot just say that my faith is the absolute one or is the most correct one or the right one. Everybody should follow my faith. That's not the idea we are talking about. So we are talking about there can be so many faiths, there can be so many paths for each of them. And when we are realizing that there is one ultimate reality, one ultimate truth, that is the ultimate absolute consciousness, then we should understand that each path will lead you to that ultimate reality, at least to a certain level of that ultimate reality. So you just have to stick to your path. Don't mix up many paths together. There is a very beautiful story that I'll talk a little more in our next YA session, just giving you a little bit hint so that we can remember that. So if you want to you want to get some water by building or by making a well. If you will dig the soil at many places, one place you started to dig and you did that for some time and you didn't find water, then you move on to another place, you start to dig another, and then you didn't get water after some time, you moved on. So if you do that, if you continue to change your location and places, will you ever get to the depth of that hole so that you can get the water? I think you will not. So you have to you have to be consistent, you have to be very focused on a certain place. Once you have decided your location that this is the place I want to make my well, I want to find the water from this place, then just keep on digging it as long as you do not get the water. So then only you will be able to successfully build your well and get the water. So similarly, once you got your path, just stick to your own path, but there will be many other paths. Don't disrespect all those paths. Just stick to your own path and you will definitely go to that intended level of that path, the destination of that path, the path leading to the destination that you will definitely reach. So we will discuss more, and I will like to stop here, otherwise I'm just going on this topic. Our Bhava Vinimay today is by Adyasa. Adyasa, please go ahead whenever you are ready. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. As the end of this year approaches, or even I've started to reflect on how I've grown over the years. I'm proud of myself for being able to overcome my negative mindset and gaining more confidence in myself. Even though there are days where I struggle to find any motivation, I've realized to become okay with it. I think it's important to be proud of all the small achievements I make throughout my day instead of being caught up in my ambition. In this next chapter, I'm determined to strengthen my resolve towards my goal and learn how to grow more into the person I'm meant to be. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. ପ୍ରାଣର ଠାକୁର ଭାଇ ମା ୟଙ୍ଗ ଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡସ୍, ଆଜି ମୋର ସେବା ପାଳି ଅନେକ ଦିନ ପରେ ବର୍ଷରେ ଶେଷ ମାସରେ ମୋତେ ସେବାର ସୁଯୋଗ ମିଳିଲା। ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ଚରଣରେ ପ୍ରଣତି ଜଣାଇ କିଛି ଭାବ ବିନିମୟ କରିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛି। ଆଜି ଏଠାରେ ଦୂରରେ ଥାଇ ମଧ୍ୟ ସଂଘ ପୂଜାରେ ଯୋଗଦାନ କରି ଲାଗୁନାହିଁ ଯେ ମୁଁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ପାଖରୁ ଦୂରରେ ଅଛି। ସଂଘ ପୂଜାରେ ନିୟମିତ ସେବା ଆଉ ନିୟମିତ ଯୋଗଦାନର ଫଳରେ ମୋ ଜୀବନରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଉନ୍ନତି ହେଇଛି ଆଉ ହଉଥିବ। ସେଟା ତ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରୋସେସ। ତାପରେ ଆଜି ଯାହା ସବୁ ପଢାଗଲା, ଶାସ୍ତ୍ର ଆଲୋଚନା ଯାହା କରାଗଲା, ଜ୍ଞାନ ଭାଇ ଅନେକ ସୁନ୍ଦର କଥା ଗୁଡା କହିଲେ। ସେଥିରେ ସବୁ ଗୁଡାକ ଲିଙ୍କ ସକାଳର ସଂଘ ସେବକ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରି ଆଜି ସଂସାର ପଥେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଆଉ ୟଙ୍ଗ ଆସ୍ପିରାଣ୍ଟ ସେସନରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଯାହା ଆଲୋଚନା କରାଗଲା, ସେଥିରୁ ଟିକେ ଟିକେ କହିବି। ସବୁଥିରେ ଗୋଟିଏ ଜିନିଷ ଥିଲା, ଭକ୍ତି ଆଉ ମନର ଏକାଗ୍ରତା ଆଉ ଆମର वर्ल्डली अटैचमेंट जहाँ सब रही केमती आम ताठू आम केमती आगे जावा ठाकुर प्रति आमर केमती भक्तिटा बढ़ ता विषय आलोचना कराला। संसार पथर आम ठाकुर जहाँ लिखागला जे वर्ल्डली अफेयर्स अटैचमेंट आम केमती दूरे रही ठाकुर चरण केमती आम मन को नियोजित करिपरिबा तापरे ही भक्तिर स्फुरण हेब। भक्तिर स्फुरण पाई ज्ञान निहाती जरूरी जहाँ प्रेमिक गुरु रे धीरे धीरे आलोचना करा जाउछि किंतु ज्ञान आसीबा पूर्व गोटे इनिशियल भक्ति दरकार। तो बोथ आर रिलेटेड। इनिशियल भक्ति न हेले हमको फर्दर ज्ञान लाभ करने कष्ट। तो से इनिशियल भक्तिटा जहाँ भी हमको गोटे गोटे वे दरकार गोटे पाथ दरकार से पाथटा आम संघ सेवारू ही पाइबा। संघाधिवेशन रे जॉइन कले एमती आज आलोचना करागला जे गोटे महत संघ ज्ञान भाई कहले महत संघ बा से संघ लाभ कले गोटे संस्कार जात हुए आ संस्कार धीरे धीरे परिणत हुए श्रद्धा। तो से संस्कार आमर धीरे धीरे जेनरेट होउची जहाँ मु भावुची मो जीवन रे जेनरेट होउची धीरे धीरे संघ सेवारे जॉइन कले भाई मानकर आलोचना बा संघ सुख लाभ करी से संस्कार जो जात होउची से जो श्रद्धा जात होउची ठाकुर प्रति से आमर निश्चित उन्नति होउची आउ से आमर वैराग्य भी जात होउची जोटा कि संसार पत्र पढ़ा है कि अटैचमेंट रही। तो अनित्य वस्तु ठारू दूर रही केमती आम वैराग्य जात करिया वैराग्य रु ही श्रद्धा बा शुद्ध भक्ति जोटा प्रेमिक गुरु रे पढ़ाला वैराग्य न शुद्ध भक्ति आसी पारिबो नाही। तो बोथ आर रिलेटेड मो जहाँ देखुची जहाँ आज शंख पूजा रु आलोचना रु पाइली तापरे से जिनसटा आमर संघ सेवक सकाଳେ पढ़ाला जे प्राण मनर ऐकांतिक कनसेंट्रेशन सेटा जदि आमर न आसीबो मनर कनसेंट्रेशन टा न आसीबो सेटा भक्ति मार्ग प्रति तार सेटा ये भक्तिटा आसी पाइबो नाही। तो मनर ऐकांतिक बा धारणा शक्ति सेटा जात करिया को हेले भी संघाधिवेशन आम जो संघरे बसुचु एत समय घंटे 2 घंटा जहाँ भी गोटे मनरे शुणुचु से भी आमर भक्ति ये गोटे पाथ रे आम अग्रसर होउचु सेटा आम निगम उपदेश भी आज भी पाठ करागला। रूप गोस्वामी भगवान को चिंता रे मग्न अछंती किंतु भूली जाइछंती खाइबा पीबा आ भक्तर कष्ट देखिकी भगवान आनिकी तांको खाइबा दउछन। तो सेतिरे सनातन गोस्वामी दउछन कहउछन जे तमे भगवान को काहे कष्ट दउछ इविन आमे भक्ति करूछु किंतु आमर कर्तव्य करिकिरी आमे भक्ति करिबा सेटा भी आमे आज जानी पाले जे भक्ति कला माने भक्तिर को को स्टेप्स रहउची आ केमती ता धरे आमे आगे परिबा सेथिरे आ गोटे जिनस भी पढ़ाला जे भगवानकर जहाँ लीला बा जहाँ इच्छा से व्यतिक्रम केबे हो नाही। तो तांको इच्छा रे सब किछि चलीछि से आमे जेमती अधीर नहीं पड़िया अनित्य वस्तु न मागिबा तांको प्रार्थना मन मुख एक करी प्रार्थना करिबा भक्ति दियो विश्वास दियो से गोटे छोट ठाकुर को लीला कही कि मु भाविनी शेष करी नारायण दास नंदी ठाकुर प्रख्यात शिष्य सी चाकरी करते डाक्टर गोटे असाइनमेंट पड़ा बारिपदार शिमिलीपाल सेठी गले आती खाली भात आलू सिझा खाई रहा पड़ा अनेक दिन पर एमती काम करा बेले जस्ट ढोल पड़ती मन रे आसला ठाकुर मुझे कष्ट सही पारुनी एतिकी भाभी ढोल पड़ती टिके समय पर उठिक देखी जे पाक गोटे लेटर लेटर बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स असाइन्ड यू टू कोलकाता तो संगे संग से जाइछंती सब बंद करके शिमिलीपाल जगार जंगल रु आठी ठाकुर कोलकाता ही थिले मोतीलाल भाई घरे आठी ठाकुर को दर्शन कले ठाकुर किंतु विषन्न मुखरे गोटे मात्र लाइन कहले जे प्रार्थना ठीक भाव करिवो मु तुम मान को कौन दबा को माने मते कौन मागुछ तो आमे ठाकुर को कौन मागिबा बा प्रार्थना करिवा ताहा टिके भाबी चिंती करिवा भक्ति विश्वास जहाँ ज्ञान भाई प्रेमिक गुरु डिस्कसन कले भक्ति विश्वास द्वारा ही पाइबार गोटे मात्र उपाय जहाँ कहले कि आप्त भावर आमे जन जन आप्त भाव आम भक्ति करुचु तो अधम संतान भाव मुझे कही मो भाभी महसूस करी जय गुरु। मैं निमंत्रण कर जय गुरु। आज संघ पूजा अधिवेशन द्वितीय अधिवेशन विदाय संहिता पर जय गुरु कीर्तन पर ठाकुर को मध्याह्न भोग निमंत्रण करुच्ची भक्त भाई पिला माने भाई माँ पिला माने जी उपस्थित अच्छा आश्रम समस्त को निमंत्रण करुच्ची प्रसाद सेवन करेंगे। संध्या पूजा ठाकुर को निमंत्रण करुच्ची संध्या 5:30-6टा बेले आपन को संध्या पूजा निमंत्रण जनाऊँ। जय
इनवाइट करो
जय गुरु। ठाकुर भाई माँ आसंता रविवार डिसेम्बर 15 तारीख दिन मोर अनेक और त्रिनाथ भाई संघ पूजा पाड़ी अच्छी से ठाकुर महाराज को भक्त भाई माँ और पिला निमंत्रण करने संघ पूजा योगदान कर पूजा टी सफलमंडित करम सेवा सुजोग देवे। जय
जय गुरु। ये निमंत्रण कर नेक्स्ट शनिवार दिन आम नौथाना पाठचक्र अधिवेशन हम शनिवार डिसेम्बर 14 संध्या 7टा बेले आम ठाकुर महाराज और भक्त भाई और श्रण मान को निमंत्रण जनाऊँ आमको पूजा जोग देखिए पूजा सफलमंडित करेंगे आमको सेवार सुजोग देवे। जय गुरु।
जय गुरु। आज संघ पूजा करण ठाकुर आज संघ पूजा मोर आसन मंदिर सेवारत भाई माँ तरफ जहाँ त्रुटि विच्युति क्षमा प्रार्थना करुच्ची जहाँ भी बोले जपरी पुनरावृत्ति न हुए प्रति दृष्टि देवा को चेष्टा करी। जय गुरु।
দয়াময়া শ্রী চরণে করে নিবেদন দয়াময়া শ্রী চরণে করে নিবেদন নিরন্তর তব নাম করিবে স্মরণ নিরন্তর তব নাম করিবে স্মরণ ইহা ছড়া না রহিবা ইতর কামনা ইহা ছড়া না রহিবা ইতর কামনা ইহি মাত্র ভিক্ষা মোর এতিকি প্রার্থনা ইহি মাত্র ভিক্ষা মোর এতিকি প্রার্থনা তুমি প্রভু মোহি দাস এহি অহংকার তুমি প্রভু মোহি দাস এহি অহংকার একমাত্র জীব প্রবল সংস্কার প্রভু একমাত্র জীব সংস্କାର এথି লাগি জীবি কালি ন মিলে মো কতি এথি লাগি জীবি কালি ন মিলে মো কতি তথাপি রখিবি মনে অনন্ত ত্রিপতি প্রভু তথাপি রখিবি মনে অনন্ত ত্রিপতি তোমারি দৃষ্টি ভিতরে তোমারি জগতে তোমারি দৃষ্টি ভিতরে তোমারি জগতে পড়িথিবি জহি তহি তোমারি ইঙ্গিতে প্রভু পড়িথিবি জহি তহি তোমারি ইঙ্গিতে ধ্বংস পরি রচনার অভিনব রূপ ধ্বংস পরি রচনার অভিনব রূপ দেখি দেখি আসি জীব আসল স্বরূপ প্রভু দেখি দেখি আসি জীব আসল স্বরূপ মিলাই ন পারে জীবি তব যন্ত্রেশ্বর মিলাই ন পারে জীবি তব যন্ত্রেশ্বর তব নামে বাই জীবি ভঙ্গা বীণা মোর প্রভু তব নামে বাই জীবি ভঙ্গা বীণা মোর শুণু বান শুণু কেহি থিব অহংকার শুণু বান শুণু কেহি থিব অহংকার তুমি প্রভু মোহি দাস এতিকি সংস্কার প্রভু তুমি প্রভু মোহি দাস এতিকি সংস্কার প্রেমময় শ্রী চরণে করে নিবেদন প্রেমময় শ্রী চরণে করে নিবেদন প্রেমময় শ্রী চরণে করে নিবেদন প্রেম
quickly attendance nova. We will probably have few things to discuss today. Ajit bhai bodhe India going chali.
Jayaguru bhai अच्छे मु.
Oh, जाइना जी.
एक सैटरडे भारी भाई.
अच्छा, जय. So WhatsApp पे particular पहुंच गया send that.
हाँ भाई डिवाइसेस तो पहुंची थी हमने सैटरडे भारी हुई.
बोलो. अमिताभ भाई.
जयगुरु भाई.
जयगुरु पद्मिनी मैम.
जयगुरु भाई.
जयगुरु अंजना मैम.
भाई जयगुरु.
जयगुरु मैम. अनूप भाई.
जयगुरु भाई.
जयगुरु श्वेता मैम.
जयगुरु भाई.
जयगुरु अश्विनी भाई.
जयगुरु भाई.
जयगुरु संगमित्रा मैम.
अच्छा.